Greetings, YouTube. Danny Staten here on the Daily Dan blog. I'm back with more comic book reviews, and this time I'm really excited. That's right, I'm overjoyed. I've been waiting to do this. Today I'm going to be checking out Project Cryptid comic books. That's right, I do a Cryptid channel. I do stuff with paranormal investigations, and I hunt paranormal investigation comic books. I actually have a channel I just launched called Project Cryptid, which deals with the best video and sound evidence I can find for cryptids. Be sure to check out Project Cryptid, the channel. And now let's get started. Hey, I don't know if my friend Dave Sunstorm or Thrush Pondo Pons or Pat McCormick would call my cryptic comic books the good stuff. We'll have to ask them as we go deep diving, as we check out the Yeti, as we check out aliens, chupacabras, and Bigfoot. That's right, that's going to be the finale of this triple comic book review. And we're going to hope it turns out to be cryptic coolness and the good stuff. Well, I know one guy who would probably call this stuff the good stuff. But we'll get back to that later, right? So we're going to blaze through these three comic books about as fast as we can, because there's three of them. No matter what I do, it's going to take a minute. Hey, this is the first Project Cryptid. This is Project Cryptid number 1. It's from 2023. It just launched at the end of the year in 2023. All the other Project Cryptid comics that's come out since are 2024. So we're dealing with the newest of new, which is something I don't usually do. Hey, I'm a poet and don't know it. Inside the front cover, we get a list of all the people we can congratulate for the fine job they're going to do in hunting down and tracking the cryptids. So we're going to start with a Bigfoot type creature. We're going to start with the Yeti. We're going to start with what they call the abominable snowman of the Himalayan mountains, and you can read all about it here. And it was first sighted in 1832, northern Nepal. Hey, if nothing else, these comic books are a fountain of useful information. Don't you agree? So info, shiny, glossy, shiny-ass panels. Brought to you by the Daily Dan blog. We're going to get started as I send Donnie Cho, Harper, and Marone up to the Himalayan mountains in search of the Yeti. Will they find the Yeti? Harper and Marone were made for hunting Yeti as they enter the tutelage of the great Donnie Cho. Dun, 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 dun. And that's right, info panels, you know I'm not going to call none of these people and none of these comic books by the comic book names. I never do that. So we get this long, drug-out dialogue about Harper and Marone complaining about Donnie Cho's constant huffing and puffing. He's smoking the wacky tobacco, and it's bothering Harper and Marone really bad. They're afraid he's going to get high and get them killed. Yeah, Harper says that Donnie smokes like a train, and they not real happy to hear him drug him up the mountain hunting this freaking Yeti. And, well, even though Donnie Cho don't really believe in the Yeti, he's about to get big surprises. That hairy bastard could be stalking him from the sideline. That's right. You never know when the Yeti might show up. As they get flashed back to their talk as Marone and Harper argue, as they always do, over who's gonna bring back the Yeti. And he shows him a big picture of a Yeti. Oh, whoop-de-doo. Marone says, I'm going to be the one to get the Yeti. So after a little arguments and a little bit of confusion, Harper and Donnie Cho head off in one direction to track down the elusive Yeti, but Marone, being hard-headed and stubborn, Marone decides to go off alone. Marone is stalking. Marone is hunting. Marone is all alone when he encounters the Yeti. After a while, Harper and Donnie Cho wonder what has become of Marone, who went off alone. So they begin an intense search, but after hours and hours and hours, they could not find Marone. Marone was just gone. And you don't know how gone Marone was as Marone wound up a Happy Meal for a Yeti. Wah, wah, wah. Too bad, Marone. Johnny Cho and Harper will be back in further adventures. Marone? Probably won't. And in our next story, we're off to the Gobi Desert. That's right, we're going to the Gobi Desert. We're going to search for that Mongolian monster worm thing. You can read all about it right here. And this will be an interesting one because it features our hero, Mike Bleezy. So we're off to Mongolia, back in Afghanistan, back in Turkmenistan, back in Iraq, back in the war days. Oh my God. Yeah, it's Afghanistan. And we got Mike Bleezy crawling through the desert needing some water when he runs up on Saddam Hussein and... No, wait a minute. That's that other guy, the one that got killed. What was his name? Osama bin Laden? Bobbling Wobbling? Osama bin Laden. I don't know that guy's name. So in full shiny panels, brought to you by the Danny Dan blog as we speed through the Mongolian deathworm story. The story of Mike Bleezy getting captured by the Taliban. That's right, Mike Bleezy been captured by Osama bin Laden. Mike Bleezy was preparing to die when all of a sudden a giant worm, and not that sucker from Tremors, no matter what you think, he showed up and electrocuted everybody with his amazing electric power. As the worm crawled up to Mike Bleezy and said, "You is the only one left, Bleezy." He spits out a piece of bin Laden's general. It was right then that Mike Bleezy went into his story about his kung fu ability, his kung fu grip, his bionic arm, and the fact he pulled a plug and put the zap on the Mongolian deathworm. Okay, off the record here. You guys want to see some BS? So Bleezy, had an electric cord he pulled out his ass, shot the worm and knocked it unconscious so he could transport it back. Yes, he captured the worm. But look at this next page. It goes straight from there to this giant shiny mess, where we find out that back at the main place, Mean Gene Oakland and Mike Bleezy are having a talk about all the cryptids they've got in lockup. And they got the Loch Ness Monster, they got a Yeti, they got a Bigfoot, they got a Lizard Man, and they got Jason McClane's big bird. Oh my God, look, Bleezy, we've captured a few things already. We've even got Cousin It from the Addams family, and he stinks really bad. It must be a Florida skunk ape, maybe? Florida skunk ape. All these guys are going to join Project Cryptid and become our soldiers. And we got the dog man. That's right. That's the American dog man right there. You can tell because he looks like a werewolf. And we got O.L. Chupacabra right here on a leash, too, because we're going to make him special detective #1. And we got this guy. Now, this guy we'll just call... I can't do it. I gotta do it. It looks like a giant penis. It really looks like a giant penis. I've got to call this thing Rory. It's Rory. Swear to God, in the next episode, in the next panel, I call it the next episode. Well, in the next panel, Marone is going to return. That's right. Marone has been captured by the Project Cryptid guys. Marone and Johnny Cho are arrested for their failure. Oh my God, how can this happen? Our heroes have been taken into custody for their failure as Mike Bleezy and Daniela the Witch talk it over. They do not know what's happening. Daniela the Witch is a shapeshifter. That's right. What's this? Poof! Now I'm a man. Bleezy, you didn't know? Wah, wah, wah. That's some woke crap, ain't it? But info panels brought to you by the Danny Dan blog. It don't matter to Mike Bleezy, because Mike Bleezy goes either way. I'm a mean man today. That's right, Mike Bleezy's playing with his worm. Mike Bleezy playing with his worm. Oh my God. And now sits Bleezy with his unicorn and worm. And this is getting weird. He's unhooked the worm up to the electric thing. He's learned how to charge the worm. That's right. The worm likes electricity. The worm likes to discharge and be charged on electricity. And he's explaining to the worm how he wants to mate with the worm and make little baby worms, because Mike Bleezy is a sick man. Mike Bleezy is a sick man. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Mike Bleezy is a sick man. And in blasting flashes of pure torment and electricity, Bleezy achieves his goal. Bleezy mates with the Mongolian worm, and now they are little Bleezy worms everywhere. The end. and now I want to poke my eyes out. And if you want to pause it and read about some other coming cryptid attractions, you more than are allowed to. And I know a certain guy that probably will now that I've invoked his name in this comic book and brought him up. Oh my God. And then you get a little story about a partially naked corpse. Oh, I bet YouTube's really gonna share this video out. I bet I'll get all of 23 views when I start showing stuff about a partially naked corpse story that you can pause and read. Oh my God. And then we get acknowledgments. And acknowledgments. All the way to the end of the thing, and then we get the back cover, which is the same as the front cover. Well, that's my look at number 1, Project Cryptid. Are we ready for number 2? And here we go into number 5. That's right, number 5, because I missed 2, 3, and 4 apparently. And now we're gonna jump into number 5, Project Cryptid. But this one's got a Nessie. And you will notice the names inside the front cover, especially the artist, have changed for this next edition that I'm getting a hold to. And here you get the reading about what's going on and why the artist changed and why the art in this comic book compared to the art in the first comic book's really gotta suck some ass. And in the first panels, we get a hunt for the Who Dog, the Hay Dog from 1893, the whole Hay Dog thing. And oh my God, it's like a Wendigo with horns, and look at this crappy art. It looks like it was drawn by a 5th grader. It makes me want to pull my hair out and stick things in my eyes. Look, that hairy thing like on the side there looking through the wall. It's like a whole different comic book as we get this heckling looking hunk of garbage with the sideburns hanging down. Oh my God. So, in full panels, brought to you by the Daddy Damn Blog, that I wished I was bringing you something else. Believe me, I am so disappointed that from issue number 1 to issue number whatever, the blue hell, number 5, that the art has dropped down so bad that it's become like a child's drawings from a 5th grader in high school as they bring out the cool dog. That's right, they got on a cool dog to track down the Who Dog, because you need a cool dog to track down a Who Dog when you're trying to imitate some Scooby-Doo looking characters with a big nose. Oh my God. So, in full disappointing panels, brought to you by the Daily Dan Blog. We get Scooby-Doo and the gang, 2065 here. Wah, wah, wah. Trying to track down a Who Dog in the woods. They do not officially work for the team from Project Cryptid. Thank you. Yeah, they're not hunting aliens, stupid. You don't need cows for bait. Well, they're gonna put out the hoorog bait. They're gonna use the cows. They're gonna get laughed at by all the snaggletooth hillbillies in the area. And this guy's all possessed by the evil of whatever the heck this thing is. And Bigfoot's looking out from the side of the tree going, now these guys are stupid. And this old man's like, I will find the hoorog. What in the blue heck is that? Oh my God, evil Shaggy done cracked the whip. That's right, evil Shaggy done cracked the whip. He's coming after Santa Claus really hard as the hoorog goes, what the hell is a hoorog? Somebody tell me what a hoorog is in the comments below. But either way, they after the hoorog. They may never come home, but the hoorog will escape. And the hoorog has one final message for Project Cryptid. This is for the new people who did the new art in this comic book that I'm really hating. Bleep, bleep, you, bleep, bleep, you. Oh, there goes the hoorog. Yeah, it ended with a big old Skaggy and Scooby snack, and as the hoorog escapes down the street, the Scooby-Doo team are hot in pursuit with their definitely not Scooby-Doo cool dogs hunting down the hoorog. Will they find the hoorog? We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully a long time. And when I saw this, it looked so promising. Loch Ness Monster. We're going after old Nessie. We're going after old Nessie, and you know I'm going to have to bring up an evil one in this one. I really am. I can't help it because it's Scotland. Oh, God. If you want to find out some real cryptid encounters, be sure to check out Bigfoot Michigan Rob's book, True Cryptid Encounters, where you'll find a lot better freaking stories than all the ones I'm showing you today. Hey, and it's illustrated on the cover by Jason McLean. Yes, Bigfoot Anonymous will get a kick out of this. You know, Bigfoot Anon, because we're talking about Cryptids Anonymous. That's right. We're at Cryptids Anonymous. We're Nessie, the Mothman, Jason McLean's giant bird, one of them red-headed giants, and Dogman UK. Wah, wah. Are all having a cryptid meeting. They're trying to discuss what to do about the evil humans, which are hunting them. Now, I really want to pull my hair out and scream. I wish the new artist who drew this would break his fingers. Yes, and full, disgusting, horrible panels brought to you by the Daily Damn Blog, and I'm getting really ill. Jason McLean's bird picks on the Yeti. Dogman argues with Red-Headed Giant. Dogman gets his feeling hurt and sits in a UK corner. Jason McLean's bird makes fun of him. Wah, wah, wah. Hey, if I bring one of you guys up in my comic book and mention your name, it's kind of a shout out. It's no disrespect intended. It's meant to be funny and humorous, not insulting. Not insulting to some people who will take it the wrong way. But I don't care. Jason McLean's bird sitting there telling a story about how he freaked out Jason one day by flying by. Chuck and Bob get an incredibly horrible laugh out of it as Dogman UK says, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. Nobody believes me. Oh, I will show humans do exist. I have seen the humans and they do exist. The Red-Headed Giant's all upset with him. Oh my God. Why don't they make the Red-Headed Giant gray and then call him Red-Headed Giant? I swear to God, they call this guy Red-Headed Giant, and he looks like a goddamn caveman, all covered in gray. And Dogman UK points that out and says, "Why are you covered in gray?" And he says there's something about an ash from a volcano, but who cares? The Yetis over here are jumping up and down and going, rah, rah. Mothman looks all stupid like a bug, and Rory finally shows up. Roy, we know it's Roy because he looks like a giant walking penis. Dogman UK says, "Hello, Roy. You look like something that needs to be eaten." And the red-headed giant looks like he wants to cry as Roy, the walking, talking penis, states his case. He says, "We all need to be friends. We need to kiss and make up. Dogman UK, you and this red-headed giant need to buddy up because we're all cryptids, and we're all trying to prove the existence of humans. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you. Wah, wah. Oh, dude, I think I need me a drink of the old scotch." And this little thing down here at the bottom says, "And aliens are real, and aliens are real." And just like that, now we're back in a different world where we're going to take a look at extraterrestrials. And that makes me think of my friend Anthony over at S4. Be sure to check out Unidentified S4 on YouTube in the hunt for extraterrestrials. And check this out. The art does a 190 and we get some incredibly cool art. That's right, our hero, Enzo. He's out and about. He's looking for aliens. That's what his big thing is. He's done found everything else, and now he wants to capture not that. No, not that thing from an old movie. He wants a real picture of an alien. But he's about to get more than he can bargain for as he goes into his incredibly messy house. He goes over the chupacabras, the gray aliens, the Sasquatch, and berries that he's got pictures of in the past, but now he wants an alien. And what does he find sitting on his bed? But the thing from Species. And I want to point out how the art went from crappy 5th grader art to like a Species comic book from the day as he gets the Species treatment. We know how this goes, right? And once again, even though the art's great, disappointment fills my head. He sings to her after it's over. He's fallen in love with the Species love machine, even though she can do stuff like this and give incredible head. She's got the best I'm not going there. Okay, anyway, he makes it with the Species chick. Now he's going to have to brush his teeth. And check this out. This is hilarious. Species chick takes a picture of the human to prove it really happened. He can't believe it. It went the other way. She got a picture of him. It's comedy in the back of a Fronty Cryptid book. And then we get the end cover. Hey, that joke was almost as good as something you'd see on Corey's Comedy Channel, wasn't it? Whoa. Well, I'm glad this is almost over. Got one more to go. Project Cryptid number 6 as we roll into the longest video I've ever made. Oh my God. More of Wormy. I was just messing with you. I know what I'm doing. Nah, I got a little confused. But I'm going to move right along now and I'm going to bring out something else and I'm going to do number 6 and this is the Big Bang because it ends with a Bigfoot. You can't go wrong with a Bigfoot, right? I gotta watch what I'm doing. So info panels brought to you by the Daily Damn Blog. We're back to the garbage. Yep, that's right. Here's the people you can blame. Be sure to write them a letter. Inside the front cover, we get the little disclaimer where we find out we're going for the chupacabra. And if you're going for the chupacabra, there's only one man to send in. We're gonna send in Johnny Boots. Johnny Boots and oh, no, Dattila. Dattila! So in really quick panels, we're going to see Johnny Boots and Dattila as they hunt down the chupacabra. They find themselves in some backwash little country that we won't even say, where things are backwards, and so are the people, and they're hunting down this thing called the chupacabra as they go from town to town and barn to barn in search of the chupacabra. Johnny Boots and Dattila will find their monster. Dattila checks reports on the computer. Dattila goes in search. Johnny Boots sits at the hotel room smoking crack and drinking beer like usual. Dattila's hot on the trail, and it's Dattila who finds a chupacabra. And in full panels brought to you by the Daily Damn Blog, Dattila go all psycho chicken on the chupacabra as Johnny Boots shows up in a drunken stupor going, I can't believe it's a chupacabra. Oh my God. And why does Johnny Boots always got to dress like Tarzan? Dattila's all upset at the way Johnny Boots dresses and threatens to cut something off if you don't put on some clothes. Smack! She breaks the chains of the chupacabra. Officer Nate was checking the grounds. Officer Nate heard a weird sound. Officer Nate looked in the door. Officer Nate saw Johnny Boots on the floor. Ah, ha, 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 sucking on a goat. He got to blame. He's Chupacabra Gringo. That's right, Chupacabra Gringo. Johnny Boots got blamed for being a goat sucker. Dattila done messed over the Boots, man. Dattila done gone and bought a goat. Dattila is now married and living with El Chupacabra. And now for the final cryptid in this nightmare we call Project Cryptid. We're going after Sasquatch, going after Bigfoot. Oh my God, that has got to be the main event. The main event gonna have big shoes to fill. Because everybody wants a picture of Bigfoot. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. That's right, in full panels brought to you by the Daily Damn Blog. We're going after Bigfoot. I present to you a man we will call Hefty Jake. And Jake, God may love you, but I don't. So, yep, you're getting called Jake with a ring to your nose and a... But I ain't gonna go there. But anyway, Jake's on the hunt for Bigfoot with all his friends, you know, Karen and... Uh-oh. Nyx, Queen of Darkness. Bigfoot gives his opinion. I will find me a Bigfoot. And we go on with Jake as Jake goes on and on and on looking for Bigfoot. Yeah, he's looking for Bigfoot. Then he ain't watching where he's going because he's looking for Bigfoot and he falls in the river and gets swept downstream. Wah, wah, wah. That's right, Jake's a YouTube live streamer. Did you catch that? He might unfollow. He thinks he's dead. Oh, but luckily Jake is swept out the river by the legendary Bigfoot. Of course, he's going to try to whoop his phone out because he's a YouTuber. Jake, stop it. Jake says, you exist. Bigfoot, you exist. And he goes into a stream about making all these videos and telling Bigfoot, I'm going to make videos of you and we're going to be famous and blah, 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 tap, snap, trap, blah, clap. He still ain't got around to taking a picture. And wouldn't you know it, as soon as he prepares to get likes and follows on a roll, he goes into his live stream mode. Any second, the live stream will begin and he'll be famous, but wouldn't you know, that's when helicopters, dart guns, and the military shows up sticking darts in everybody's butt and everybody goes down as the men in black and the men in gray show up. And of course, they got the Joker with them. And why they got the Joker with them, nobody knows, but the Joker's in charge. He must be somewhat of an alien as Bigfoot goes down with 47 darts stuck in his butt. The Joker goes, I look like Don Amici. I look like Don Amici. That's right, he looks like he just got back from a visit from outer space. Hey, never mind. He swam in a hot tub with aliens once. I'll go into that story another time. Well, anyway, Project Cryptid puts the bands on as they wrap up Bigfoot and get him ready to transport. Little Jake, you in trouble. We don't know what to do with you, Jake. You don't know everything going on. You're not part of the Joker's evil plan to capture cryptids. But we're just going to leave you hogtied in the woods, and maybe you'll make it, and maybe you want us to helicopter blast us off with Bigfoot on board. Jake does the one thing that comes natural to him. hogtied, like a kid in deliverance. What will he do? He does what every good YouTuber would do. He whips out his phone and goes live. And people start donating money. His last name must be Turner. Okay, and we move right along. Here we go. Check this out. Is that not cool? And we get more stories from the Cryptid Encounters and editor's notes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Everything's cool. I like this. I might have missed a copy or two, but you can pause it and read it if you want. We're ending up with some stupid commercials for upcoming stuff. We'll go into that when it happens. And some serendipity day. If you want to pause this and read out this crap, you're more than welcome to. I haven't got a lot of time. I need to get moving. And then you can catch up on the latest unobtainium. Anthony over at X4, you might want to read this one about that unobtainium. You know, it goes into some of that Bob Lazar stuff, I think. I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then you can have the Wrong Earth, a commercial for some upcoming comic book that I'll probably avoid. I'll especially avoid it if the same guy drew this. Like I said, if you want real cryptid encounters, you need to check out Bigfoot Michigan Rob's book, True Cryptid Encounters, with art by Jason McLean, and then you'll get some real stuff, right? But either way, that's my long drug out look at 3 Project Cryptid comic books. I hope you enjoyed them. I bet you enjoyed at least the first one anyway. And maybe that Bigfoot story was pretty cool, but I think the alien thing had the best art in it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell, and join me for my next video when I'll actually do a lot more shout outs and a lot less comics. Plug over, dudes.